The West risks nuclear conflict with China because we don't talk to our enemies, Britain's security chief warns. The West and China could stumble into a nuclear war as the world enters a dangerous new age, Britain's national security chief has warned. National Security Advisor Stephen Lovegrove urged caution in the face of a changed security order in which technological advances make weapons more lethal and plentiful. He said the risk of nuclear war with Russia or China was that communications between competing world powers had broken down. In a powerful speech to the Center for Strategic and International Studies in Washington, D.C., Lovegrove added that NATO's strategic stability is at risk. Referring to the Cold War bipolar international order, he said, the monolithic blocs of NATO and the USSR were able to agree on a common doctrine. This gave us a higher degree of confidence that we would not miscalculate our way into a nuclear war. Today, we do not have the same basis with others who might threaten us, especially China. We need to create space for dialogue to build trust and counter disinformation. The UK strongly supports US President Biden's proposed talks with China as an important step. Today, Lovegrove warned, the West faces a much wider range of strategic risks and escalation possibilities. He said, during the Cold War, thanks to Herman Kahn, we thought in terms of escalation ladders, largely predictable, linear processes that could be monitored and acted upon. Russia's repeated violations of its treaty obligations, the pace and scale at which China is expanding its nuclear and conventional arsenals, and the disdain with which it adheres to arms control agreements exacerbate this situation. No fewer than 23 countries are in possession of land-based cruise missiles. Not to mention the ever-growing list of nuclear powers, with Iran reportedly on the verge of a breakthrough in the proliferation of these apocalyptic missiles. NATO, he said, must be eternally vigilant against rogue states that could develop such weapons, triggering a nuclear arms race among regional neighbors. We are very concerned about China's nuclear modernization program, the British security chief said, which will increase both the number and the type of nuclear weapons systems in its arsenal. Taken together, this is a frightening prospect. Reflecting on the 150 days that have passed since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Lovegrove described the war as an expression of a much wider dispute over the succession of the post-Cold War international order.